She said we're on our way.
South Texas isn't the only place bracing for more severe weather.
I'm Jim Crisul in North Carolina. A tropical storm watch has been posted for much of the South Carolina coast and all of the North Carolina coast ahead of a developing storm that's likely to become Irma. It's expected to bring heavy rain and strong winds across the eastern Carolinas and Virginia through midweek. Forecasters warn it could rapidly intensify.
Federal judges want North Carolina redistricting completed by later this week, so the General Assembly is back to work voting on legislative boundaries. The State House and Senate have scheduled floor debate today to vote on their respective district maps. The Trump administration is poised to lift a ban on the use of surplus military gear by police departments. Over to CBS's Vicki Barker.
The president expected to sign an executive order ending restrictions on police access to grenade launchers, firearms, and other surplus equipment. By reversing the Obama administration directive, Mr. Trump is keeping a campaign promise to police groups who argued cops need maximum protection and firepower during active shooter incidents and terror attacks.
Charlotte has now crossed a very painful milestone. 60 people have died in homicide so far this year after a murder in the Queen City a few days ago. That's well ahead of the numbers from last year. Captain Chris Dozier of the police department there.
First and foremost, our thoughts and prayers do go out to the families.
You're listening to NCN News.
Hello, North Carolina. Geico presents things that'll make you feel good.
A penguin can jump as high as 6 feet in the air. That's nearly a dunk. Something else to make you feel good. Geico's been offering great savings and service for over 75 years and has a 97% customer satisfaction rating. And that satisfying coverage isn't just for your car. The Geico Insurance Agency can help you insure your home, apartment, and condo. And Geico offers motorcycle, RV, and boat insurance. You know what else will make you feel good? In Providence, Rhode Island, every night skyscrapers and tugboats blink their lights on and off to wish kids in a children's hospital good night. And Geico is the second largest auto insurer in the country. So breathe easy. We've got your back. Plus, you might be able to save even more money because Geico could help you find savings like military or federal discounts. And Geico offers emergency roadside service.
So, North Carolina, contact Geico online at geico.com. You'll feel better after you do.
North Carolina's highest court wants suggestions about what to do now that the U.S. Supreme Court returned a long-running redistricting case to the state's justices. The state Supreme Court scheduled oral arguments today about 2011 litigation challenging North Carolina's legislative and congressional districts that year. Divers have recovered the remains of all 10 sailors who went missing after a naval destroyer collided with an oil tanker near Singapore last week.
Now the crew will mourn the soldiers with likely memorial ceremony in Singapore with the crew, and then the bodies then released to family members.
CBS News military analyst Mike Lyons on what's next for the victims of the USS John S. McCain. There are more than 180,000 minority-owned businesses in North Carolina, but growing and sustaining this business isn't easy. This long-held claim by business owners is confirmed in a new report by the North Carolina Budget and Tax Center. Analyst William Munn says on average, even when they do qualify for a loan, minority-owned businesses receive half of the funds their white counterparts receive.
Really hard for minority businesses to secure loans, and when they do secure loans, they're for lesser amounts, and then for higher interest rates. Minority businesses have less capital from which to pull from.
Police are investigating a homicide after a man was shot and killed at an apartment community in Salisbury. This is an ongoing investigation. An already slow August came to a screeching halt at the movie complex. CBS News' Tom Foti takes a look.
It was a really slow weekend at the movies. No major new releases, and with the Samuel Jackson Ryan Reynolds action comedy, The Hitman's Bodyguard, doing more business than any other film, but only $10 million worth. In second place at the box office was the horror film Holdover.
Get your message to the thousands. Call the WCAB sales department today at 287-3356.
From ABC News,
I'm Ryan Burrow at an evacuation center in Houston where residents flooded out from their homes are being dropped off by the busload. This convention center is in downtown Houston holding thousands, and it very well may hit that as the days go on. Natalia Temez with the Red Cross has been checking people in.
They have food, blankets, there's cots inside, we have the news being played inside.
Many of the evacuees coming with garbage bags of possession, some with pets, most still wet from either the floodwaters or the rain that continues to fall. And the forecast doesn't look much better moving forward this week. Perhaps 20 inches of rain could fall on this already rain-soaked city before Friday. The governor adding thousands of National Guard members to aid in the rescue efforts. We go now to ABC's Jim Ryan, who's in Corpus Christi.
Ryan, Houston's nickname is the Bayou City for a very good reason. The vast coastal plain is speckled with bayous that serve as natural floodwater collection pools. But the Corps of Engineers is about to relieve pressure on upstream reservoirs by opening floodgates.
What that means for us and folks that are downstream of that is the bayou levels will rise, and we have the potential and the very likelihood that more homes will flood.
Francisco Sanchez of Harris County Emergency Management. Federal officials hold a briefing soon. ABC's Karen Travers is at the White House.
President Trump is planning to travel to Texas on Tuesday. Over the weekend, the president monitored the federal response to Harvey via video teleconference and wrote on Twitter that coordination was going great. I'm Karen Travers at the White House. Now with more on the disaster in Texas, here's Sherry Preston.
There have been thousands of water rescues over the past 2 days. We've just gotten word from the Houston police chief that more than 200 homes in the city still have people trapped inside. But again, that is just the city. Other rescues going on in Harris County. Just how big is this storm? Judging from federal disaster declarations, it has so far affected about a quarter of the Texas population, 6.8 million people. Again, another 20-plus inches more rain could be on the way for those in the Houston area. You're listening to ABC News.
This is a special announcement for all Americans who owe back taxes to the IRS or state. Pay attention. There's a special toll-free hotline set up especially for you. This hotline will give you free information on how you can legally reduce or eliminate your tax debt. Call the Taxpayer Hotline today at 800-441-1943. Grab a pen or put the number in your cell phone, 800-441-1943. You'll speak with qualified professionals who'll tell you how to stop the collection calls, IRS letters, bank levies, and wage garnishments. And they'll deal directly with the IRS on your behalf, so you don't have to. Even if you haven't filed returns or you already are in a payment plan, you can still get relief. New IRS settlement policies have opened the doors for a fresh start. But hurry, this won't last forever, and your tax problem will only get worse if you do nothing or try to handle it yourself. It makes a big difference in who you call. So call the Taxpayer Hotline today for free information. 800-441-1943. 800-441-1943.
Brought to you by South Coast Tax.
At the height of Hurricane Harvey's flooding, President Trump was tweeting about it. ABC's Arlette Saenz has more from Washington.
The president is touting the great coordination, tweeting, "We have an all-out effort going and going well." But as Harvey pummeled Texas, he also turned to other Twitter topics, ranging from the border wall to his election victory in Missouri, and even his pardon of controversial Sheriff Joe Arpaio.
The president also tweeting his disapproval of NAFTA, accusing Canada and Mexico of being very difficult in negotiations and threatening once again to ditch the deal altogether. In California, masked protesters disrupting an anti-hate march in Berkeley, California. The march had been planned as a counter-protest to an anti-Marxism rally, but organizers canceled it over fear that violence would break out. In all, 13 arrests as left and right-wing groups confronted each other.
We have been invaded as a country by a bunch of white supremacist haters who are after smashing all kinds of democracy.
We were just standing there talking to people. A couple people in masks showed up and tried to start dragging me out.
Thousands were there. Among the arrests, one person charged with assault with a deadly weapon. Expedia CEO Darak Khosrowshahi has been named Uber's top executive. He will take over the troubled rideshare giant, according to two people who have been briefed on the decision. Tough job. Several factions of the Uber board are suing each other. This is ABC News.
Comfort is something we all want to feel. No one knows this better than Serta, America's #1 mattress manufacturer. This Labor Day, discover Serta's amazing mattress lineup. Experience our latest iComfort sleep system and get a free box spring. Or save up to $800 on an adjustable set. Or find the right perfect sleeper mattress from as low as $399 while supplies last. Offers good at participating retailers. Find a local retailer at sertaretailers.com.
I'm Sherry Preston, ABC News.
You know, Oakland Feed and Seed, Oakland Road in Spindale, has been part of the family for years. Your granddad, your dad, and now this generation is depending on the great inventory, excellent service, and better pricing. Listen to some of these items we need probably right about now. 10-10-10 fertilizer, $9.50 a bag. Dog food, fire and ant killer in spray and granular, flea and tick prevention, carpenter bee traps, weed killer, and so much more. Go see Scott and his team today at 770 Oakland Road, Spindale, and keep the family tradition going.
We'll see partly to mostly cloudy skies around the area to start the week and stay cooler than yesterday. We do have a small chance of some rain late in the day, mainly toward the Piedmont counties. Highs will reach about 73 to 78. Tonight will be mostly cloudy to cloudy and breezy. Some patches of rain or rain showers possible with lows in the mid to upper 60s. Then we'll see some morning sprinkles or showers in spots Tuesday. Otherwise, mostly cloudy to partly sunny and breezy with highs 70 to 76. I'm Mike Moss in the Weather Center.
Thank you very much, Mike Moss. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Back to School Day here in the foothills. 6 minutes after 7 o'clock, 63 degrees, and warming up to about 79 for a daytime high with only a slight chance of isolated showers today. And those possibility of scattered showers increase a little bit this week, 30% on Tuesday and Wednesday, and 30% on Thursday, and Friday only at 20%. So we got a little bit of chance of some scattered showers this week, but temperature is going to stay around 82 for most of the week after today. 79 today, then it bumps up to 81 and 81 the rest of the week. Not bad forecast, though, for us here on this Monday, the 28th day of August. Wrapping up this month pretty fast here. 63 degrees, and today we're being kind to Donald and Kim Murray up in sunshine. So their 23rd wedding anniversary. So congratulations to Donald and Kim. Now I have these death announcements this morning. Charles Whitaker, Charlie, age 75, passed away at White Oak Manor on Sunday. Funeral services will be held 11 a.m. Saturday, September the 2nd at Spindale United Methodist Church, with the family receiving friends from 10 until 11 in the Family Life Center. Burial will be in the Piedmont Baptist Church Cemetery. Crow's Mortuary is assisting the family of Charlie Whitaker. William Richard Williamson, age 67 of Forest City, passed away August 25th at his home. Services will be announced at a later date, and Crow's Mortuary is assisting the family of William Richard Williamson. Ray Hamburger White, age 75 of South Broadway Street, Forest City, passed away Saturday at Hospice House of Rutherford County. A memorial service will be conducted at 11:30 Saturday, September the 2nd, at the Epicenter Church with Reverend Joseph H. Dutton officiating. The family will receive friends following the service at the church. Harrelson Funeral and Cremation Services has been entrusted with the arrangements for Ray Hamburger White. Michael Wilkerson, age 60 of Rutherfordton, died Tuesday at Hospice House of Rutherford County. The family will be holding a memorial service at a later date. Mike Mahan's Funeral Home and Cremation Service is in charge of the arrangements for Michael Wilkerson. Harold Spencer Allen, age 78 of Sandy Mush, passed away Wednesday, August 23rd. Services to honor Spencer's life will be announced at a later date. Harrelson Funeral and Cremation Services has been entrusted with the arrangements for Spencer Allen. Richard Earl McClellan, age 71 of Rutherfordton, died Friday. The funeral service will be at Mike Mahan's Funeral Home Chapel at 11 o'clock today with Reverend Dean Baum officiating. Burial will be at Munford Cove Baptist Church Cemetery with military honors provided by the Rutherford County Honor Guard. Mike Mahan's Funeral Home and Cremation Services is in charge of the arrangements for Richard Earl McClellan. Mr. Tyson Kyle Guy, age 96, died Wednesday, August 23rd while being cared for at Tucker Hospice House in Kannapolis. Funeral services will be held 2 p.m. Tuesday, August 29th at Crow's Funeral Chapel with Reverend Ross O'Neill officiating. The family will receive friends 1 hour prior to the service. The burial will take place at Eternal Hills Memorial Park with military honors provided by the Rutherford County Veterans Honor Guard. Crow's Mortuary is assisting the family of Tyson Guy. Those are the death announcements we have in house this morning. If you want to complete information on these, tune in this morning at 11:35 or this afternoon at 5:10. That's part of the afternoon report for the complete information on these and others that may come in. Rush Limbaugh Morning Update is next.
How's this for Sanctuary City outreach? New York City provides IDs for anybody who wants one, even if they are illegal immigrants. So now New York wants to destroy the documents that people use to apply for the IDs in order to keep the information from President Trump. Two members of the New York Assembly took the city to court to prevent them from destroying these documents. But last week, a state Supreme Court Justice, Philip Minardo, sided with the city. The judge said the personal documents could be destroyed. The decision is expected to be appealed. New York City's mayor, Bill de Blasio, hailed the ruling. He claims it'll protect the personal information of, get this, 1 million people in the city, and he vows to fight any appeal. Now, 16 years ago, a stone's throw away from City Hall, Islamic terrorists flew 2 hijacked planes into the World Trade Center. Afterward, we were told that law enforcement and intelligence services must connect the dots to avoid future attacks. Now we have liberal Democrats, including an out-of-control mayor, doing their best to destroy the very dots of 1 million people, all so they can pander to people here illegally and get their votes. It's beyond idiocy. It's lunacy, which means it's typical for today's Democrat Party. In other words, folks, it's what we always say it is. It's liberalism. You just better accept it. If you travel for business, stop wasting time at the same old websites. Upside.com is the only one you need. Upside quickly and easily shows you the exact flights and hotels you want. You can buy them separately or bundle them together or even add a ride. And by bundling 2 or more selections, you save more and you get a bigger gift card to sites like Amazon and places like Home Depot every time you buy a business travel package. Plus, you keep all your airline miles, too. And Upside's expert navigators are available 24/7 via the phone and the web, giving you the VIP treatment to make sure all goes smoothly. And now when you use promo code USA, you are guaranteed to get at least a $100 Amazon gift card on your package purchase. That's code USA to get a $100 gift card. Upside.com, minimum purchase required. See site for complete details.
Friends don't let friends tune to any other radio station. Good friends recommend AM 59. Shouldn't you be a good friend?
We will never fully understand what we've asked of our military service members or their families, asking them to put themselves in harm's way, to endure it all. But we do understand that it's our turn, our duty, to keep them secure for the rest of their lives. Wounded Warrior Project long-term support programs help our most severely ill or injured veterans live independently, at no cost, for life, so that they might stand at ease. Join us at findwwp.org.
The entire team at Crow's Funeral Home and Cremation Services can help you with options available. They will help you find a balance between the emotional, spiritual, and financial needs of your loved one. During this time, it's important to turn to someone you can trust and depend on. Crow's Mortuary and Crow's Mortuary and Crematory has a long history of trust and dependability. Crow's Mortuary and Crematory. That's 286-2304. Gregory at Gregory's Original wants you to know that he stands ready to assist you with your next event coming up. If you need somebody to cater for you, he'd love to do it for you. Small, medium, or large, he can handle it. And boy, will you get rave reviews on the catering from Gregory's Original. My goodness, they can prepare just what your party needs. Why don't you ask about it? Get some details and sort of tell them how much you want to spend, and they'll work the budget out accordingly. It's a good company, good business, and they know what they're doing when it comes to cooking food. In the meantime, you can have a meal over there, lunch or dinner, at Gregory's Original in the Park Lane Plaza. If you want to call them for an order, 287-2171, 287-2171.
It seems that everyone in the Old West had nicknames, and some of them were strange, but none was as strange as Charles Bryant's. He was called Black-Faced Charlie. It seems that he was shot point blank in the face. The bullet just creased his cheek, but the burnt powder coming out of the pistol embedded in his face, giving him his nickname. Bryant joined the Dalton gang, and during the gang shootout with a posse was heard to say something like, "Me, I want to get killed in one heck of a minute of action. Well, Brian put it out there, and on August 23, 1891, he got his wish. Being arrested, Bryant had to be transported to jail by Deputy U.S. Marshal Ed Short. Marshal Short was transporting the handcuffed Bryant in a train baggage car when he had to visit the John. Marshal Short gave his pistol to the railroad messenger and left. The messenger put the pistol in a desk drawer and went about his chores. Unnoticed, Bryant moved around to the desk and got the pistol, just as Marshal Short entered the baggage car. Bryant placed one shot into Marshal Short's chest. Short, carrying a rifle, shot Bryant, severing his spine. Bryant continued firing his pistol until it was empty. The rest of the shots went wild. Bryant was killed in one heck of a minute of action as he wished. Marshal Short helped the messenger pick up Bryant's body. Marshal Short then laid down on a cot and died, also the victim of a heck of a minute of action. Both bodies were left on the train platform at the next stop. You've just heard another story from Chronicle of the Old West. I'm Dakota Livesay.
Good morning, everybody. We're now ready to go to the phones and find out what's been happening over the weekend. And we stop first with the Sheriff's Department. And Deputy Wilson is on the phone to give us an update. Good morning. How are you doing today?
Hey, I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Doing great, thanks. Tell us what's been happening in your department over the weekend.
Yes, sir. In the past 48 hours, the Sheriff's Office has responded to 240 calls. The jail has processed 18 arrests, and there's currently 177 people incarcerated in the jail. And for our incident reports, we only have one for you this morning, and that's a Brittany Michelle Roop of Ellenboro. She's reporting a breaking and entering, a larceny after breaking and entering, and domestic criminal trespass. For our arrest reports, we have a Jeremy Lee Gibson of 117 Robinson Creek Road. He was arrested for driving while impaired. Hoyt Vernon Collins Jr. of 2154 Harris Henrietta Road was arrested for failure to appear on a misdemeanor. Joseph Philip Duncan of 5401 Highway 221A was arrested for failure to appear on a misdemeanor. Corey Tate Pearson of 506 Pickens Street in Chesney was also arrested for failure to appear on a misdemeanor. And lastly, we have a Kimberly Michelle Vaz of 254 Mooresboro Road out of Grover, North Carolina. She was arrested for failure to appear on a felony and failure to appear on a misdemeanor. And that's all I have for you today.
Deputy Wilson, thank you for that report, and be safe out there today.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
See you. 18 minutes after 7.
It's a for sure thing. Sisk Family Ford in Forest City is earning a quality reputation for offering an attractive inventory of new and used cars and trucks. If you want a new Ford truck, you'll be a smart shopper to let Sisk Family Ford quote you a deal. From a car for the newlywed to the car for the large family, let the Sisk Family Company help your family get the best deal. Sisk Family Ford, Oak Street, Forest City.
Here's Candy now with a report from the Communications Center. Candy, good morning.
Good morning.
What's on your report from the weekend?
In the past 48 hours, the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office 911 Communications Center has processed 855 911 calls and administrative calls, which consisted of 93 for EMS, 17 for rescue. For law enforcement, the Sheriff's Office had 240, Fort City had 103, Rutherford had 57, Lake Lure had 21, Spindale had 89. Our fire calls, Bills Creek responded to a motor vehicle accident, Bostic to a motor vehicle accident, Cliffside to a motor vehicle accident, Ellenboro to a motor vehicle accident, Forest City to a motor vehicle accident, Green Hill to an appliance fire, Rutherford to an appliance fire, SDO to a motor vehicle accident, Spindale to an electrical fire, and City Mush to 3 motor vehicle accidents, and that's all we had.
I think that's a lot.
Yes.
Candy, thank you for the report. You have a good day.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.
Hot temperatures on the highway can be brutal on your automobile. RS Speedy Lube is there to help keep your automobile running clean. Keep the oil changed regularly. They'll check the fluids and vacuum the car. Next door, get the service you need on brakes, radiator, exhaust, CV joints, and radiator flush. RS Service Center also includes service on big trucks and campers. For the best car wash, it's the RS Speedy Automatic Car Wash. RS Speedy Lube Service Center is a complete service center inside, outside, and down under Railroad Avenue, Rutherfordton.
Now, Ruby Taylor is up next from the Danieltown SDO Fire District with a report today. Ruby, good morning.
Good morning.
What's on your report today?
Well, the fire department had one call, well, two actually, one to a vehicle accident and electrical fire. And on my birthday calendar, I've got one birthday in Beth Stamey. And I called a call this morning from over toward Holly Springs nursing home, and there's bears over there.
Bears?
Yeah, they got some bears over there.
Oh, my goodness.
And also, this past week, over near Shiloh Church, this lady has had two bears in her yard 2 different times.
Oh, my goodness.
So they're out, so people need to be careful.
My goodness, we don't need those in the community, do we?
No, we don't. I had one about a year ago in my backyard.
Oh.
And the signs are in the thighs today and tomorrow, Jim. But people just need to, be on the watch out.
Yeah, particularly if you got trash cans out there or bird feed out there, the bears are looking for that.
Yeah. So, hope nobody don't get tore up by one.
Mauled by a bear.
Yeah. But that's all I got, Jim.
Thanks, Ruby. I do appreciate it. Have a great day.
You too, and bye-bye.
Well, over at the Washburn store, you can always, when you step in front of the door, you can step back into history. Step back into time when you step in Washburn store. If you need an old-fashioned wood cook stove, they've got those, or a washboard, wooden rocking horse, Lincoln logs, Tinker toys, overalls, wide selection of overalls to fit anybody, just about. They're made in the good old US of A. They always have a wide selection of candy. 4 generations of the Washburn family have owned Washburn store in Boston, and members of the 6th generation work there regularly now. It's always fun to step back in history and enjoy shopping at Washburn store. You will. If you've never been, you should go. If it's been a while, come on back. Washburn store between Bostic and Sunshine on the Bostic Sunshine Highway. Now we're heading up to the Rumbling Ball this morning and get a report from Steve at the mountainous area there of Rumbling Ball at Lake Lure. Good morning, Steve.
Good morning. It's a beautiful morning here, except for it being Monday.
Yeah.
I guess Mondays can be beautiful sometimes, too.
Well, it'd be better if it was Friday.
Yeah, that's true. I think we got some rain heading our way in a couple of days.
Yep.
But I guess we'll enjoy the non-rain event for now. And like these cooler temperatures that we're experiencing, I feel for Texas. There's some serious issues going on there that we probably don't know until, all the rain stops.
Yeah, that's right.
I've seen some pretty ugly pictures coming out of Texas, so unfortunate.
About 30,000 people have been misplaced already from their homes. That's a lot of people.
Yeah, it wasn't projected to be such a tremendous hurricane event in the beginning, from what I was gathering, and that's why a lot of people just decided to stay. But anyway, we're feeling for them and praying for them, and hopefully that there'll be fewer casualties than we might anticipate. Today's the first day of public school, so be careful for those buses traveling to and from work this morning. So I've already received a few complaints from the employees. Oh, man, I got mine a bus. So it caused a few people from being late already.
Yep.
Got to make those adjustments.
Well, maybe they should start earlier or hang around later.
Yeah, but certainly got to watch out for those kiddies getting on the bus.
That's right.
So.
Yeah, we had to get reports this morning, Steve, about bear being showing up over the Holly Springs community of Rutherford County. So, seeing several bears over that way, and so are you seeing an abundance more up your way?
Yes, we are. It's getting real prevalent. I've received several pictures. We're going to have to rename our resort. This keeps up. Seriously, it's you know, if you corner a stray dog, you know, it's not a pretty thing. So just be careful out there. Just use good judgment when you see a bear. Don't get too close to them, like some people already have, taking pictures.
Oh, yeah.
That the car window is not a great barrier. They have been known to break windows.
They're pretty strong, aren't they?
They're extremely strong. They tip over dumpsters. Okay, so that's, you know, and push them. They push them away from where they are for different reasons, I guess. But they're extremely agile, extremely fast, and strong. That's why you never want to run from a bear. You're not going to win.
Yeah.
So, but over the weekend, I haven't received any reports of any issues related to problems, except just internal, you know, issues, small stuff not worthy of mentioning. So we're good there.
All right. Well, I hope your Monday's good, and we'll check back in with you tomorrow.
Okay, Jim.
Thanks, Steve. All right, bye-bye. 26 after 7 o'clock down with this marvelous Monday morning. We're being kind today to Donald and Kim Murray up in Sunshine. It's their 23rd wedding anniversary.
The Recliner Center is happy to introduce new styles of Spring Air mattresses. Some come with the cool gel that you're going to love. Remember the days when you could flip your mattress? Well, Spring Air is now offering the flippable mattress. Check out these for a really great night's sleep. The Recliner Center is needing to make room for some new styles of lift chairs, recliners, and sofas, and you're going to get some special deals on the floor models and extra inventory in the store. Now, you always know you get the best deals in town at the Recliner Center, and now's the best time to go shopping. Check on the inventory of new recliners, sofas, and lift chairs coming in. Now, some of the styles have a new water-repellent fabric. Water beads up instead of soaking into the fabric. Leave it to the Recliner Center to offer you the best choices and best prices. Ask to see the new wall hugger style furniture. Hours are Wednesday through Friday 9 to 5 and Saturday 9 to 2. The Recliner Center on Cooper's Gap Road in Rutherford.
Now let's check in up at Ludlow Volunteer Fire District Community, and Bob Hodge is on the scene up there. Bob, good morning.
Well, good morning.
How you doing, Bob?
Oh, doing good this morning there. Looks like it's going to be another nice day up here. It feels like a little fall feeling out there this morning.
It does, yes. Hey, did our ball team get back home safe?
Yeah, they all got back home safe there.
Good.
They're doing good.
That's great. Glad to hear.
They've started to school this morning.
My. Well, they got a lot to talk about.
Yeah, it's school time again. Look, got a lot of them buses running this morning, so you got to watch out for them here the first day of school. Yeah. All these kids are running around, so.
Yeah, they'll be excited. They may not be paying attention.
Well, that's true there. The first day till they get settled down here again. But look like it's gonna be a nice day up here, and over the weekend it's pretty quiet with the fire department. We've answered a few medical calls, didn't have any fire wreck calls. Want to say happy birthday to Barbara Freeman this morning. And other than that, things are running along good. I'm glad to be in North Carolina instead of Texas there.
Boy, don't you know it. Well,
they're having a time down there. They said that might be the worst flooding in history there. That's down that way, so must be pretty bad there. So.
Boy, sure, our hearts go out to those folks.
Yes, it is there. That's something bad, but maybe they'll make it through it. They will get going, built back up again there. So, but that's the only trouble about living like on the coastline, off down through there, because you never tell when these storms come up there. You might go for years and nothing happen. But
that's right. And Houston's such a flatland too. There's not much there.
Yes.
It comes in off
it don't have nowhere to water run off, does it? There, they said them streets. They showing it this morning. There, that they was dry, and with a couple hours, you couldn't. It was flooded, so it don't take long to the water to come up there. But Jim, you have a good day, and
thanks, Bob.
I'll be talking to you in the morning.
I appreciate it. I look forward to that, and you have a great day as well.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
That's Bob Hodge reporting out of Hudlow this morning, 30 minutes after 7 o'clock. Proud to have a company like Hutchins Pest Control as part of our family of morning report sponsors. And I want to brag on them a little bit. Hutchins Pest Control, honest, dependable, and on-time service. Now, Tim Hutchins is the owner, and along with his family, Chad, Charlie, and Emily, they have been voted best in pest control 6 years in a row. Now, if you have a pest problem or if you want to take care of it before it becomes a problem, call on Hutchins Pest Control. 34 years experience, and with their family name behind what they do, you can be sure it will be done right. Get a free estimate when you call Hutchins Pest Control at 287-5171. That's 287-5171. Hutchins Pest Control. Honest, dependable, and on time. 287-5171.
Here's what our customers think about McCurry Deck Chevrolet Buick GMC.
I love my McCurry Deck Buick.
I love my McCurry Deck Chevrolet.
We love our McCurry Deck GMC.
We guarantee you'll love McCurry Deck Chevrolet Buick GMC for a city.
I am definitely a McCurry Deck customer for life.
I love the price and the McCurry Deck Customer for Life Rewards program. It gives you up to $3,000 or more in rewards.
Take the easy drive to savings. McCurry Deck for a city. Discover the rewards of being a customer for life.
Now let's head over toward Sunshine, actually Cherry Mountain Fire District, between Boston and Sunshine, I guess it is. Talk with Sue Price. Sue, good morning.
Good morning, Jim.
If my geography right, you're between Boston and Sunshine, right?
Well, we're between Sunshine and Golden Valley.
That's right. Yeah, between Sunshine and Golden Valley. Beautiful country.
Beautiful country. Nice place to live.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's see. It's a good morning over here. I didn't even check my temperature, but I guess it's pretty cool out there for now. But it's going to warm up, and we'll enjoy the day. Maybe get a little rain sometime this week. And I didn't have any calls from the fire department. I guess they were quiet. Got no birthdays on my church calendar or on my personal calendar. Fairview's got a birthday for James Van Dyke and an anniversary for Morris and Wanda Smith, so I hope those folks will have a good day today. And First Broad doesn't have anything today, so not too many celebrating over this way. And in my announcements, keep in mind that there's going to be a yard sale out at Bostic. That'll be at the Bostic Lincoln Center on the Green. That's Saturday, September 23rd from 8 to 1. And you can reserve a space by calling 828-245-9800. You have to provide your own table, and your $5 donation benefits the building fund. So keep that in mind and go ahead and reserve your space if you want to take part in that. Hoping to have a good turnout for it. And so far, I think that's the only announcement I have. It's just quiet over this way, calm, looking for a good day, and I hope you'll have one, Jim.
So I appreciate that. You too, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. 7:33 here on this marvelous Monday morning, and the Rockies beat the Braves twice over the weekend. On Saturday, 7-6, and on Sunday, 3-0. Rockies over the Braves. Now, Braves, we play the Phillies this evening. We'll have that game for you right here on the radio, WCAB. Well, the company that has made folks happy with hearing is Miracle Ear. It's an American-made product, too, and we have a lady here in the county that runs the Miracle Ear office, and she is a professional from the word get-go. She knows how to make her customers feel good about themselves. It's time to turn to Miracle Ear if you're having difficulty hearing, having to turn the volume up so loud, or ask people to repeat themselves over and over again. Why don't you talk with Lisa Terry about that free hearing test? That'll tell you a lot about where those difficulties are. And if you need a hearing instrument, Lisa can show you what Miracle Ear has to offer. Never into forcing, never forcing you into anything, never put the pressure on you. She don't do that. She wants you to be happy about your decision of hearing better. You find out more about that miracle in Miracle Ear. You'll find her at 447-7716, 447-7716. They're in the same building where Southern Carpet is located. Check it out real soon. Don't put that off.
Farm Bureau Insurance
hire celebrities to push auto coverage. We think people might like to make decisions based on service and savings, not just because that guy from that show says it's a good idea. Instead of faces you know from your TV, we offer faces you know from your neighborhood, because we're headquartered in North Carolina with local agents right in your town. That's really the only thing we want to be famous for. North Carolina Farm Bureau Insurance. Helping you is what we do best.
In Rutherford County, please call 287-2428.
North Carolina Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company, Farm Bureau Insurance of North Carolina, Inc., Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi, an independent licensee of the Blue Cross and Blue Shield Association.
All right, we're up at the Union Mills and get the report from Brenda Kelly this morning. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you on this magnificent, cool Monday morning?
I love it. I love it.
There's a breeze a blowing, and I'm like Bob. It feels like fall of the years in the air.
It sure does.
So that's good.
I'm afraid it's not going to last, though.
No, but that's all right. It ain't long till fall.
It gives a nice little break anyway from all that hot, humid weather.
That's exactly right. At least we ain't getting all that rain they're getting down in Texas. Them people, pitiful.
50 counties out there been impacted by that flood. 50 counties.
I know it. That would be half of North Carolina.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think we got 100 counties, haven't we?
That's right. That's
See,
right.
I know a little history.
You still alert, don't you?
Yeah. But I was watching it on the news last night when I come home from church, and it showed, and I couldn't help but cry. It showed this lady, and her little feet was all, I don't know how to explain it, and her little legs was crossed, and somebody was having the care, and she was in a wheelchair, and I thought, bless them people's heart for getting in there and doing that. People that can't help themselves and couldn't get out if they wanted to had to depend on somebody else. And then there was an elderly couple, and I just thought, I don't know why it takes something like that for people to come together and be concerned about everybody else, but usually it does.
Yeah, people come together in situations like that.
Yeah.
And I'm glad they do.
Yeah, me too. It's better than not to, and those people are, I think they said, worst flooding in 1,000 years, and I thought that's biblical proportion.
Really is, yeah.
Yeah.
I hope it goes away soon.
Yeah, that's what I prayed last night before I went to bed, that the Lord would let the rain stop so then people can get back to, and all them houses will have to be stripped completely out and rebuilt on the insides. Everything.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's a tropical storm affecting the Carolinas now, so
I heard that a while ago too. Supposed to come in here when? Tuesday.
I think so. Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah.
I hope it goes away.
Well, I hope it goes away too. It's just stuff everywhere, ain't it? People need to realize that God's in control and make things right.
Amen.
Who won that Chase game Friday night? Do you remember?
Yes.
Who?
It wasn't Chase.
It was
Cherville,
wasn't it?
22-19.
That's what I thought, because I was in Cherville Saturday, and these people was talking about, we beat, and I wasn't sure, about where I was at, and I said, who'd you beat? And they said Chase. I said, so it was Cherville playing Chase? They said, yeah. I said, I'm from Rutherford County, and they said, oh, you're from Ruston County? And I said, yes, but Chase is not my alma mater, but that's all right. Oh, they were so happy. They said they hadn't beat Chase, and they didn't know when.
Yes.
And go ahead.
Cherville hadn't beat hardly anybody in recent years. That's the first time they beat anybody in a while.
I had a grandson that graduated from there about 9 years ago, I think, but he lives up here now. But I just thought, well, I guess they was happy. They had reason to be happy.
Yeah. East Rutherford and Thomas Jefferson were the only two local teams that won.
So Central lost too.
Central lost, 29-64. Morganton.
Ooh, that was bad.
Yeah.
Who did they play?
Morganton Patton.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. And they hadn't played them in a long time, had they?
That's right.
Maybe they need to just forget about playing them. But anyway.
Well, if we could choose those kind of things, it'd be great.
Yeah.
I'm not playing
but
y'all.
Anyway, but anyway, we hope everybody's having a good day today. I've got 60 degrees on the front porch. Birthdays and anniversaries today. I got Brianna Hefner and James and Barbara Connor an anniversary. I don't have anything on Round Hill on Macedonia. It's Debbie Stone's birthday, so we hope all these people have a great old big day on their special day. And in ways of announcements, Friday, September the 1st, it's hard to believe it, September's right at our back door, at the Union Mills Learning Center on Hudlow Road in Union Mills, Destination Bluegrass. Meal beginning at 6 p.m. and that'll be $5, and it includes your sandwich, drink, and dessert. Music begins at 7 p.m. No admission for the music, but they do have a tip jar available. And then Thermal City United Methodist Church will have a spaghetti supper on Saturday, September the 2nd, from 4 p.m. until it's all-you-can-eat spaghetti with homemade sauce, plain or mushroom, full salad bar, garlic bread, homemade desserts and drinks. Adults $8, children $3, under age 5, eat free. Proceeds go to help support the church, and they have takeouts available. And other than that, that's all I got going on so far. That spaghetti supper sounds good.
Does sound good. Made me think. We had Faye was able to find some fresh Crowder peas, and fresh okra.
Oh, well, good.
She cooked those up for Sunday lunch. Man, that was good. Yeah, tomatoes and onions and a roast. We had a good meal.
Well, it sounds good. The other day when we was talking, and I said little man's favorite meal was beans and cornbread, and I got to think, well, he'll be in a little while, so I put that pot of beans on, and I made him a cake of cornbread, and I fried a pan of potatoes with onions in it, and I had something else, but I done forgot now what it was. And he eat, and he eat, and he eat, and he come back and eat again.
That's hard to beat.
He liked that.
Hard to beat. Hard to beat it.
Yeah. But you have a good day today, Jim.
Thanks. I will. Hey, have you gotten your newspaper yet?
No. I don't think. Did I check them? I don't know if I checked the mail Saturday or not. I don't believe I checked the mail Saturday.
Okay.
See, I'm almost a mile from my mailbox.
Oh my goodness. Do you get yours on a rural route?
Yeah, and it don't come up to here. It comes down there on Camp Creek. I'm about 0.6 of a mile from my mailbox.
Well,
I'll check it.
They've all been mailed now, so some of them went out earlier than others. So yours might have been out. We might have mailed yours on Friday. You may not get it till today.
Okay. Well, I'll run down there and check it today.
But hopefully,
I'm looking forward to it.
Folks are already telling me how much they're enjoying it. So that's a delight.
Yeah, we appreciate you doing that.
Well, it's fun to do.
Yeah.
Well, listen, you have a great Monday.
You have a good one. We'll talk to you later.
Thanks, Brenda.
Okay.
Bye-bye. That's the Brenda Kelly Report out of Union Mills, 42 minutes past 7.
Dr. Josh Edgerton is the newest addition to Rutherford Surgical Associates. Dr. Edgerton is highly trained in performing laparoscopies, endoscopies, reflux surgeries, vein closure, and other surgeries. Rutherford Surgical Associates is located at 330 Highway 108, just around the corner from Rutherford Regional Medical Center. For more information about Rutherford Surgical Associates and Dr. Edgerton, call 828-286-1743 or visit myrutherfordregional.com/general surgery.
I told my friend about Olmsted Plumbing, and boy, was she happy.
What did she have to say?
I told her to call 245-7302, and they would get right out there.
And did she say she would
I told her to ask around. Homeowners, builders, and everybody likes Olmsted. Eric and Chad Olmsted and their team understand the homeowners' needs, and I like that.
They have an inventory of replacement parts and specialized equipment and tools for any job.
I told her that, too.
Well, what was that number again?
245-7302. That's 245.
Yeah, I got it. 245-7302. Olmsted Plumbing. Our deer hunters, listen up. Attention, deer hunters. Farmer's Friend Feed Seeding Supplies got what you need over there. They have stocked now with mineral blocks, all your food plot supplies, and much, much more. They have deer corn, shelled or on the cob, now in stock. Deer apples are in as well. Check with Farmer's Friend if you're needing those kind of things. Plus, all the other Nurture Super Premium dog foods available. Black oil sunflower seed for the birds. 50-pound bags only $18.49. Generic dog food, food-grade totes in stock. Large selection of good used farm equipment. A lot of folks are loving that, and you will too. Farmer's Friend Feed, Seed, and Supply. They're right here on Whiteside Road at 188 Whiteside Road. Phone number is 287-3272. It can be a tough call when it comes time to provide daycare services for an aging parent or loved one. Rutherford Life Care can be just what you're looking for. Rutherford Life Care offers adults a safe and fun place during the day for medical monitoring, nutritional meals, and daily activities. Rutherford Life is licensed by the state of North Carolina Division of Aging. Call them today and let them answer questions you may have. That's 288-1697, 288-1697. Rutherford Life offers a staff of professionals who show the love and compassion that you entrust your loved ones to. That's Rutherford Life Care Services, located on Thunder Road, Spindale. Again, that phone number is 288-1697. We're having difficulty getting in touch with our Ellenboro reporter, but we'll keep trying, and perhaps he's fallen asleep over there, but we'll keep trying to see if we can get him. But meanwhile, I want to talk to you about Southern Carpet, because they are headquarters for some of the finest in floor covering you could ever possibly want. Wide selection, too. Nothing compares to their personalized in-store attention you get as well. And by that, I don't mean a lot of pressure. They don't follow you around like a little puppy dog. They let you look at what they have, feel it, touch it, ask questions about it, look at the material, the brochures on people, and people love that kind of service they get at Southern Carpet. And they carry Bruce hardwood, Appalachian hardwood, ceramic tile, Armstrong vinyl, Tarkett flooring, and much, much more. Phone number over there is 245-0310, 245-0310. The website is southerncarpet.net, and you'll also find them on Facebook. They have more on hand, ready to install high-quality floor products than any dealer in this area. You can trust Southern Carpet. Well, I'm not sure if we're going to locate him, so you go ahead and call your birthdays in, anniversaries in. We got to keep on moving and get other things to do today. We don't know where the Ellenboro man is. But call your birthdays in at 287-3356, and we'll celebrate birthdays and give away some of those Daylight Donuts from Granny B's, and that'll be coming up here in just a moment.
Hello, this is Phyllis with Loveless Financial Group. Today I want to talk to you about a CD alternative. With rates at the bank averaging less than 1%, how can you earn at least 3% for 60 months? We check rates every Monday to see what is the best rate. Let's look at real money, not interest rates. $100,000 at 3%, the annual return is $3,000. $100,000 at a half of a percent is $500. So which do you want? Call me to set up a time to see if we can't help you get more income for you and your family. You can start with as little as $5,000, and you can add to this account at any time. With 35 years in the financial business, I've been helping people make the most with their money, and certainly for me, our friends, our clients, our family members have been a blessing to our business. If I can help you, or if you want to know more information, call me at Loveless Financial Group, 431 South Main Street in Rutherford, 828-288-1378. This is Phyllis saying bye for now.
That's really something to crow about. It's the Daylight Donuts from Granny B's in Spindale. Get yours today while they're fresh. They're good. They're delicious. It's Daylight Donuts. It's something to crow about. Happy birthday. Well, happy anniversary to Donald and Kim Murray of Sunshine. It's their 23rd wedding anniversary. Also want to wish a happy birthday to Betsy Wells. She's a kindergarten teacher over at Rutherford Elementary. Jimmy Rumfelt, Buddy Jr., 57, down in Cliffside. Libby Dunaway, a nurse at Oak Grove Healthcare Center, having a birthday. Randy McCurry, 51, over in Cane Creek. Judy Strickland Epps having a birthday. Gerald Atkins having a birthday. Owen Elliott, Mary Gilbert, and Brian Gilbert having birthdays. Also on this Monday is Brianna Hefner, and James and Barbara Connor's anniversary is today. So we have a lot of names to put in the donut box to see who's going to win those Daylight Donuts from Granny B's, and we'll do that in just a moment.
baseball was Babe Ruth. His bat had the power of a cannon, and his record of 714 home runs remained unbroken until Hank Aaron came along. The Babe was the idol of sports fans, but in time, age took its toll, and his popularity began to wane. In one of his last games, Babe Ruth began to falter. He struck out and made several misplays that allowed the opponents to score 5 runs in one inning. As the Babe walked toward the dugout, chin down and dejected, there arose from the stand an enormous storm of boos and catcalls. Some fans actually shook their fists. Then a wonderful thing happened. A little boy jumped over the railing, and with tears streaming down his cheeks, he ran out to the great athlete. Unashamedly, he flung his arms around the Babe's legs and held on tightly. Babe Ruth scooped him up, hugged him, and set him down again. Patting him gently on the head, he took his hand, and the two of them walked off the field together. Such unreserved loyalty is what true friendship is all about. The Bible talks about a friend that sticks closer than a brother. What truer friend could anyone have than the one who died for us? When we feel rejected by others, we can know that God accepts us. He is the truest friend. This is Bill Hostler with today's key to confident living.
And a big congratulations going out to Libby Dunaway, nurse at Oak Grove Healthcare Center. She's won the Daylight Donuts from Granny B's this morning. Libby will have a certificate over here. Stop by and then take it over to Granny B's and enjoy those donuts. We have the job market report coming up here in just a few moments from Terry Thomas. Find out where some jobs are and your opportunity to go to work. We'll check on that here in just a few moments. Right now, though, let's enjoy this.
This magic moment, so different and so new, but like any other, until I kissed you, and then it happened.
NCN News. I'm Mike Rayleigh. Harvey continues to move slowly back toward the Gulf of Mexico. The National Hurricane Center says the tropical storm that made landfall late Friday is a Category 4 hurricane, dropping heavy rain in the Houston area. Still has sustained winds of up to 40 miles per hour. CBS's David Bigno tells us about the Good Samaritan civilians who are answering calls for help in flooded Bel Air just southwest of Houston.
The Houston Police Department is putting out another call. If you've got a boat and you've got time, come and help us. People have been coming from all over. The good folks of South Louisiana mobilized the Cajun Navy. It's just good people with a good heart trying to do the right thing, and they have been coming since yesterday.
Acting DHS Secretary Elaine Duke says the federal government is committed to getting resources to state and local officials as quickly as possible, and she says right now they are focused on rescue operations and will focus on recovery later.
We understand that there are challenges before us, particularly in Houston, but we are committed to getting the resources local officials need as soon as possible.
Meanwhile, North Carolina is likely to get some tropical weather soon. Correspondent Jim Krasula has that story.
The National Hurricane Center has posted a tropical storm watch for much of the coast of the Carolinas, from Myrtle Beach north to the Outer Banks. Weather forecasters say it's too early to tell how strong a developing storm off the southeast coast will get. Its impacts will be felt into the middle of the week.
Officers with the Winston-Salem Police Department are searching for a man released from prison last year in a brutal assault case, now accused of assaulting a woman. Police say Calvin Michael Smith allegedly assaulted a woman and then punched her friend who tried to break up the fight. New Bern police say they responded to a call of a shooting on Sunday night. Police say that's where they found the victim, 26-year-old Antonio Clark. Clark was then transported to Carolina East Medical Center where he died overnight. You're listening to NCN News.
Hello, North Carolina. Geico presents things that'll make you feel good.
Prairie dogs greet each other with little tiny prairie dog kisses. Come on, that's adorable. Something else to make you feel good? Geico's been offering great savings and service for over 75 years and has a 97% customer satisfaction rating. And that satisfying coverage isn't just for your car. The Geico Insurance Agency can help you insure your home, apartment, and condo. And Geico offers motorcycle, RV, and boat insurance. You know what else will make you feel good? Scientists studied the chemical composition of the center of the galaxy. It smells like raspberries. Well done, universe. And Geico is the second largest auto insurer in the country. So breathe easy. We've got your back. Plus, you might be able to save even more money because Geico could help you find savings like military or federal discounts. And Geico offers emergency roadside service.
So, North Carolina, contact Geico online at geico.com. You'll feel better after you do.
North Carolina's highest court wants suggestions about what to do now that the U.S. Supreme Court returned a long-running redistricting case to the state's justices. The state Supreme Court scheduled oral arguments today in Raleigh about 2011 litigation challenging North Carolina's legislative and congressional districts that year. Fuel analyst Trilby Lundberg says gas prices remain stable despite Harvey's effect on oil refineries in the Gulf.
The average price of gasoline is $2.39 regular grade, as it was 2 weeks ago, but actually it's down about half a penny since then, even with the past few days of Tropical Storm Harvey damage.
President Trump has directed the Pentagon to declare an infinite ban on the transgender individuals joining the military. The ban comes as the LGBT community celebrated Pride weekend in Charlotte. This marcher told WSOC TV,
no matter their sexual orientation, their gender, it doesn't matter. They should be able to fight for their country.
Protesters continue to demonstrate at UNC Chapel Hill against the Silent Sam statue. They want the Confederate monument, which has been on the campus since 1913, dedicated to alumni who served in the Civil War, removed. This student tells ABC 11,
we're staying out here until the university listens to us.
At the box office, AP correspondent Ben Thomas reports The Hitman's Bodyguard is the box office leader in one of the slowest weekend in years.
Hollywood effectively took the weekend off with no major new releases in theaters. The Hitman's Bodyguard earned an estimated $10.1 million to remain at number one, followed by another holdover, the horror film Annabelle Creation. Leap was one of the few new films, but it earned only $5 million. The weekend's total gross, $65 million, is the lowest since September.
24/7 WCAB is serving the foothills of the Carolinas. Learn more about us at www.wcab59.com. Sherry Preston.
Harvey is still a dangerous and historic storm.
Elaine Duke, Acting Secretary of the Department of Homeland Security, who says they will worry about recovery later this week. Right now, they need to concentrate on rescuing those still trapped in and on top of their homes. 2 feet of rain has fallen so far in the Houston area, and they could get up to 2 feet more in some areas this week. Rivers won't quest until later.
People need help, and we are working to provide it.
This rain just will not stop, and this no doubt is going to hurt the rescue effort today. There are search and rescue teams from all over the country pouring into Houston. The Coast Guard has 50% of its helicopter fleet right now in this city, and here's the reason why. So many neighborhoods completely flooded. Unless you're on a boat or a helicopter, you're not getting out.
That's ABC's Tom Yamas in Houston. North of there in Conroe, Texas, they are draining reservoirs to ease up on flooding.
Coming from the dam, and it is, I wouldn't say it's rising in inches, I'd say it's rising in feet.
Conroe Fire Chief Ken Kruger urging people to get out while they still can because water will be rising higher. The Coast Guard is using drones and Twitter to monitor where people are and comparing that to Google Maps to try and find out the location of those trapped. ABC's Jim Ryan is in Corpus Christi, where people are picking up what's left of their homes destroyed by Harvey's winds.
Daryl Smithy has finally made it back to his home in Aransas Pass to find that Harvey
wiped it away. Yeah.
He and his son Chad are finishing the teardown that Harvey began. Chad trying to keep his father's spirits up.
Give him hugs when he needs it, and give him a kick in the butt whenever he needs that too.
The elder Smithy is trying to hold on to his sense of humor.
That was my bedroom there, and whether I like it or not, I got some skylights that were free.
Jim Ryan, ABC News, Corpus Christi.
FEMA head Brock Long says rain total expectations are a moving target because flooding like this is unprecedented. You're listening to ABC News.
Let's talk about sleep. You need it to function every day, and a good night's sleep starts with the right pillow. That's where MyPillow comes in. You've heard everyone talking about it. If you're having trouble sleeping, tossing and turning, waking up with neck pain sounds familiar, right? Well, MyPillow may be the answer. MyPillow is made from patented material that will adjust to your individual needs regardless of your sleep position. It won't go flat, and it stays cool because, who doesn't want a cool pillow, right? And it comes with a 10-year warranty. Just go to MyPillow.com, click the Radio Listener Special tab, and use promo code SKY to get 2 premium king or queen pillows and 2 additional Go Anywhere travel pillows, all for 50% off and free shipping. That's MyPillow.com, promo code SKY, S-K-Y, or call 1-800-635-1825. 1-800-635-1825. Better sleep starts with MyPillow.
At least 13 arrests at dueling rallies in Berkeley, California over the weekend.
United! It started when members of a so-called alt-right group organized a demonstration they called an anti-Marxism rally. The group gathered in Berkeley's Civic Center Park, but were soon met with thousands of counter-protesters and widely outnumbered.
Counter-protesters would surround the alt-right person and scream at the top of their lungs, "Nazis go home."
Zarina Zabrinsky was at the scene and says she was shaken up by what she saw. Police helped escort the so-called alt-right demonstrators out of the park. They say there were a few scuffles, but they were isolated incidents. Mark Remillard, ABC News.
President Trump saying, as we all know by now, both sides shared some blame for the violence in Charlottesville earlier this month. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson asked about that this weekend on Fox and said,
I don't believe anyone doubts the American people's values or the commitment of the American government or the government's agencies to advancing those values and defending those values.
When asked about President Trump's values,
the president speaks for himself.
Says he's made his own comments about it, and that is where he will leave it. A deadly accident in the Australian Alps. 5 climbers killed, 1 seriously injured. They think the 6 were climbing with ropes and all fell together. 3 other climbers also died in accidents in the Alps over the weekend. The head of the travel site Expedia has been named head of the troubled ride-sharing app Uber. Formal announcement expected later today. This is ABC News.
Have you ever thought you'd like to buy and sell houses but didn't know how or where to begin? We're in the best time in 25 years to make a fortune in real estate without using your money or credit. My name is Ron LeGrand, and I've taught 500,000 people to do just that. If you'll call 800-473-7178, 24 hours, and leave your information, I'll send you the first 500 callers my hot new CD, Foreclosure Fortunes, and my best-selling book to help you get started absolutely free. Call 800-473-7178.
I'm Sherry Preston.
I want to brag on Hutchins Pest Control. Honest, dependable, and on-time service. Tim Hutchins is the owner, and along with his family, Chad, Charlie, and Emily, they have been voted best in pest control 6 years in a row. If you have a problem with pest, or if you want to take care of it before it becomes a problem, call on Hutchins Pest Control. 34 years experience, and with their family name behind what they do, you can be sure it'll be done right. Get a free estimate when you call Hutchins Pest Control, 287-5171. That's 287-5171. Hutchins Pest Control, honest, dependable, and on time.
Mostly partly to mostly cloudy skies around the area to start the week and stay cooler than yesterday. We do have a small chance of some rain late in the day, mainly toward the Piedmont counties. Highs will reach about 73 to 78. Tonight will be mostly cloudy to cloudy and breezy. Some patches of rain or rain showers possible with lows in the mid to upper 60s. Then we'll see some morning sprinkles or showers in spots Tuesday. Otherwise, mostly cloudy to partly sunny and breezy with highs 70 to 76. I'm Mike Moss in the Weather Center.
Thank you very much, Mike. It's 64 degrees, working our way toward near 79 for a daytime high today, with wind gusting to about 17 miles per hour. Tonight we'll be back where we are right now for the overnight low, 64, low around 64 tonight, with the possibility of some scattered showers, wind gusting to about 16 miles per hour tonight, 17 miles per hour today. That's pretty much the forecast all week long. We're going to stay around 81 for our daytime high and in the 60s for the overnight low. Again, right now, 64 degrees, and it's Monday morning. This is the 28th day of the month, and on Mondays, we like to check in and find out where some job opportunities are for us. And Anita's on the phone with me today to give us that update. Anita, good morning. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine, hon.
Good. Tell us where some jobs are.
I sure will. We have a plant manager position that requires a 4-year bachelor's degree and 5 years experience. We have some RN, LPN positions. They do require that certification. We also have a caregiver, and that just requires a high school diploma. Doesn't require any experience. We also do have a dietary aide that just doesn't require any experience. We also have a sales associate that is a part-time position. It does require a high school diploma, and you can apply for any of these jobs at 233 Charlotte Road in Rutherfordton. We are open from 8 o'clock and until 4:30, and you're welcome to come in anytime, and we can let you know more information about these jobs.
Thanks, Anita. I appreciate it, and you have a great Monday.
You too, hon.
Thanks.
All right.
Bye-bye. That's some job opportunities, locations to go get them. Go get them. And congratulations to Libby Dunaway. Libby is a nurse over at Oak Grove Healthcare Center. She won the Daylight Donuts this morning from the drawing. And we're being kind to Donald and Kim Murray. It's their 23rd wedding anniversary. They live over in Sunshine, so happy anniversary to Donald and Kim Murray. We got a lot to pack in this hour, so let's get rolling.
Girls, if you're like me, sometimes buying clothes off the rack is not an option, but I've learned the secret to dressing stylishly and shopping locally. Andrea's Plus Size Clothing. She's got dresses, pants, jeans, skirts, blouses, leggings, Pilates pants, undergarments, camis in sizes 1X to 5X. And I can accessorize with stylish jewelry, scarves, and handbags. If you can't find what you want at Andrea's, she can order it for you. She's open Monday through Friday, 1 to 7, Saturdays 10 to 5, and closed on Wednesday. Andrea's Plus Size Clothing on East Main Street in Spindale, right beside the Asian Wok restaurant.
Some stories from here and there and some comments along the way. The Daily Courier is reporting about a lawnmower accident claiming the life of a man for a city. 67-year-old man died Friday afternoon when his lawnmower flipped over on him at his home on Stony Brook Drive near Forest City. Willie Williamson was driving his large zero-turn lawnmower onto a trailer, Rutherford County Sheriff Detective Mark Duncan said, when the accident occurred late Friday afternoon. The trailer and the ground were on an incline. It was a large lawnmower, Duncan said. It appears Williamson went up the ramp of the trailer and lawnmower flipped over on him. Duncan said he died at the scene from multiple trauma. The neighbor said she heard a loud noise, and another neighbor went next door and discovered Williamson. EMS, Rutherford County Rescue, Rutherford County Sheriff's Department, and SDO firefighters assisted at the scene of that lawnmower accident. Sorry to hear about that happening. Another death over the weekend claimed the life of a Forest City businessman. Funeral services were held yesterday for Charles Lee Harden Sr., who died Friday morning as a result of a motor vehicle accident Thursday afternoon on US 6474 near Lake Lure. Harden, who is 80, sustained head injuries in a one-vehicle collision at approximately 2:15 p.m. as he was traveling back home from a business trip to Hendersonville. Harden was airlifted from Lake Lure to Spartanburg Regional Medical Center by Regional 1, where he underwent surgery. He succumbed to his injuries early Friday morning. According to Trooper D.R. Walker, Harden was traveling east on US 6474 near Canopy Ridge in a 2002 Jeep Bronco. When he ran off the road to the right, the vehicle hit a culvert that caused it to roll over one time. The vehicle came to a rest on his wheels. He was wearing a seatbelt, Walker said. Harden was the owner of Charles L. Harden Trucking and a member of Florence Baptist Church. Harden is the fifth person to lose his life Rutherford County roads in 2017. Fine man. Well, Spindale Town Commissioner James Hamilton is suing the town of Spindale, claiming his civil rights were violated when he was terminated as an officer with the Spindale Police Department. Hamilton began working for the police department August 24th, 1995, and was fired July 24th, 2015. In a document filed with the United States District Court, Western District of North Carolina in Asheville, Hamilton seeks a jury trial and says he was fired because of his race and his age. He was the only African-American police officer with the department. In the court filing, Hamilton said his performance was held to a different standard from his fellow Caucasian officers and was micromanaged, whereas the other Caucasian officers were not. So he has filed suit with the Spindale Commissioners. Other news from here and there, looks like former Governor Pat McCrory is moving, at least buying a house up in Marion on Lake James. He's purchased a waterfront house on Lake James, according to reports. McCrory, the state's governor from 2013 to 17, purchased the 2,800 square foot home on Lentz Landing Lane in the Waterglen subdivision on August 18th. According to McDowell County property records, the house, previously owned by Richard and Joanne Lay of Jackson, New Hampshire, and a dock on the lake were purchased by McCrory and his wife Ann for $650,000. The tax value of the home is approximately $410,970. McDowell Register of Deeds Tanya Hampton told the McDowell News, "It's kind of a cool thing having a former governor here. I've met him a few times. He's a super nice person. His conservative values, I think, would be welcomed in McDowell County." Based on last year's election results, it would certainly seem that he'd be welcomed by the community. During the November 2016 election, McCrory received 13,049 votes, or 66.43% in McDowell County, while the opponent and now-Democratic Governor Roy Cooper received only 6,000 votes, or 30.66%. McCrory left office in December after a narrow loss to Cooper. McDowell County Commission Chairman David Walker said he was highly supportive of McCrory purchasing a house in the area. I think it's definitely good news. To me, I feel like the former governor realizes the potential growth in McDowell County, that there's a lot of positive things going on, like low tax rates, natural resources, the lake, and so forth. So they're looking forward to having the governor as a neighbor. Meanwhile, Gastonia police arrested a local man Saturday night on several charges related to him allegedly driving drunk in a stolen vehicle and leaving the scene of an accident. James Edward Staley, 25, old enough to know better. He's being held at the Gaston County Jail on a $10,000 bond. Police say Staley was driving a 2003 Mitsubishi along I-85 north near the North Chester Street overpass and exit ramp when he struck a wall, causing damage to the concrete. He then continued driving away from the scene of the wreck, according to arrest warrants. After police pulled Staley over, they found he did not have a valid driver's license and realized realized the car had been reported stolen by the owner. They also determined that Staley appeared to be under the influence of an impairing substance. Staley was charged with felony possession of a stolen motor vehicle, reckless driving, hit and run, and leaving the scene of an accident involving property damage, driving while impaired, and driving without a license. He's scheduled to make his first court appearance today. Well, down in Seneca, South Carolina, a teenager, I don't know why they were doing this, but a teenager dies. He was thrown from a truck bed in a Walmart parking lot. The Oconee County coroner says 16-year-old Levi Lynn Pinion of Walhalla died after being thrown from the back of a pickup truck early Saturday morning. It happened in the Walmart parking lot in Seneca around 2:40 a.m. 2:40 a.m.? What was that kid doing up that early in the morning? Trooper Joe Hovis with the South Carolina Highway Patrol says a 15-year-old was driving the pickup when Pinion was ejected from the truck bed and suffered a head injury. The coroner said Pinion died at Oconee Memorial Hospital about an hour later. Highway Patrol says charges are pending. An autopsy on Pinion is scheduled for yesterday. Our crew at the Channel 7's crew at the scene noticed large circles left from tire marks toward the rear of the parking lot Saturday morning. It's unclear if those marks are connected to the investigation. The area is under surveillance according to signs throughout the parking lot. Pinion was a student at Walhalla High School according to a memorial page. I don't know. "17 minutes after 8 o'clock, the Sheriff's Report with Deputy Wilson is coming up here in just a few minutes. When it comes to purchasing furniture, smart shoppers understand the importance of checking in with Cabin Fever Furniture. Cabin Fever Furniture is located at 181 Executive Drive, just off Charlotte Road, Rutherfordton. What a terrific inventory of bedroom suites, living room suites, to dining room suites. Any room in your house will be enhanced with the quality and beauty of furniture from Cabin Fever. Check out the benefits of shopping Cabin Fever. Get the fever. Come to Cabin Fever Warehouse, just off Charlotte Road, Rutherfordton.
If you suffer from foot or ankle pain, you should know there's advanced care available to you right here in Rutherford County. Dr. Jason Glover of Rutherford Orthopedics is the only fellowship-trained foot and ankle surgeon in our region. Now, what does that mean for you? It means a greater level of expertise that comes through advanced studies and research. You have options when it comes to foot and ankle care. So, learn more. Visit www.myrutherfordregional.com/orthopedics.
Why are you fidgeting so much? What's that spinning noise?
Fidget spinners.
Where'd you get those at?
Smith Strokes gift shop.
What else do they got there?
Toys, games, costumes, puzzles.
Puzzles too. Hey, listen, if you all want to looking for a gift and you want to come down to Smith Drugs, visit our gift shop, and while you're there, get something to eat. Maybe pick up one of these fidget spinner things.
Here is Deputy Wilson with the Sheriff's Report we aired earlier, recorded it for broadcast at this time. Deputy?
Past 48 hours, the Sheriff's Office has responded to 240 calls. The jail has processed 18 arrests, and there's currently 177 people incarcerated in the jail. And for our incident reports, we only have one for you this morning, and that's a Brittany Michelle Roop of Ellenboro. She's reporting a breaking and entering, a larceny after breaking and entering, and domestic criminal trespass. For our arrest reports, we have a Jeremy Lee Gibson of 117 Robinson Creek Road. He was arrested for driving while impaired. Hoyt Vernon Collins Jr. of 2154 Harris Henrietta Road was arrested for failure to appear on a misdemeanor. Joseph Philip Duncan of 5401 Highway 221A was arrested for failure to appear on a misdemeanor. Corey Tate Pearson of 506 Pickens Street in Chesney was also arrested for failure to appear on a misdemeanor. And lastly, we have a Kelly Michelle Vaz of 254 Mooresboro Road out of Grover, North Carolina. She was arrested for failure to appear on a felony and failure to appear on a misdemeanor. And that's all I have for you today.
Friends don't let friends tune to any other radio station. Good friends recommend AM 59. Shouldn't you be a good friend?
Absolutely. Recommend us to your friends and neighbors. Be a good neighbor. 20 minutes after 8 o'clock is Sister Chicks for Christ. Some of you know who that is. They're holding their 15th annual Ladies Night Out coming up here real soon in September. Sister Chicks for Christ celebrates its 15th Ladies Night Out by hosting a free event on 6 p.m. Monday, September the 25th at the Foundation at Isothermal Community College. Sister Chicks offers ladies a lighthearted night of music, message, and encouragement, said Janet Roller, event organizer. Women from all ages and stages are sure to enjoy the evening out with ladies from all over Rutherford County. In past years, the event tickets have been $5 to $10. The committee felt like this year God was calling them to radical faith and by offering a free event for all women. So it doesn't cost anything this year. Donations can be made on www.sisterchicksforchrist.com if you want to do that. Crystal Evans Hurst will be the guest speaker at this year's event. Crystal is a gifted writer, speaker, and worship leader. Being the eldest child of Dr. Tony and Lois Evans, you know Dr. Tony Evans, this is his daughter. Crystal been surrounded by the Word of God her entire life. Crystal shares her love for communicating the message of Christ with her sister, renowned Bible teacher Facilla Shire. Crystal loves to encourage women toward a deeper relationship with the Lord. So that's coming up. Doors open at 5:15. The program takes place from 6 until 8 o'clock. If you need more information on this, like to inquire more, contact sisterchicksforchrist.com on the website or call the Foundation box office at 828-286-9990. Follow on Sister Chicks for Christ of Rutherford County on Facebook for upcoming information and promotions. Established in 2003, Sister Chicks for Christ of Rutherford County strives to encourage and give hope to women through Christ. Whether you turn to the right or to the left, your ears will hear a voice behind you saying, "This is the way, walk in it." So there you go. That date again is September the 25th at the Foundation. No cost to tickets this year. Well, I don't know if you heard about this guy or not. I can't believe how he can hold on to his job at Clemson. You may have heard about this, maybe not, but you've turned here, so it's my responsibility to get you informed. A Clemson University professor is under fire for reportedly posting inflammatory statements on Facebook about his political view. In one post, the human-centered computing teacher even appeared to applaud violence. According to the campusreform.org, Assistant Professor Bart Kingelberg posted, quote, "All Trump supporters, nay, all Republicans, are racist scums." That's what he posted. All Trump supporters, nay, all Republicans, are racist scum. In another post, he appeared to endorse violence, saying, quote, "I admire anyone who stands up to white supremacy, violent or nonviolent. This needs to stop by any means necessary." Hashtag punch Nazis. Rick Tate, the GOP chairman of Pickens County, he told the Channel 7 News on Friday that he's disappointed in that lumping any group into one category is wrong. Mark Land, vice president of University Relations at Clemson, released the following statement to media. He said the university is aware of remarks attributed to a Clemson faculty member, which appears to have come from his personal Facebook account, and is looking into the matter. The remarks in question are not reflective of the university's views. The university has consistently made it clear that expressions condoning or advocating violence or hatred have no place on this or any other college campus. Many Clemson students also voiced their concern Friday. They don't want that kind of views spewing out of the university that they love and respect, and a professor like that advocating violence. He needs to be moved away from that facility, I think. Sports Update is next.
NCN Sports, I'm Josh Zach. Dustin Johnson erased a 5-shot deficit on the front nine and beat Jordan Spieth in a playoff at the Northern Trust. He closed with a 4 under 66 and won with a birdie on the first playoff hole to claim the opening FedEx Cup playoff event. Johnson said it was a great duel with Spieth, who began the round with a 3-stroke lead.
We both played really well, especially there on the back nine, and then, went to the playoff.
The Astros earned a comeback win while worrying about its city in the wake of Hurricane Harvey. Brian McCann's bases-loaded triple in the 8th inning allowed the Astros to come away with a 7-5 win against the Angels. The Astros and the Texas Rangers won't be traveling to H-Town as planned after their games in California because of the flood waters that have engulfed the city. Both teams are flying to Dallas while a decision is made on the 3-game series scheduled to start Tuesday. The Dallas Cowboys announced on their website that the Houston Texans will be practicing at the Star, their Dallas facility, this week because of the hurricane. Japan won the Little League World Series for the 5th time in 8 years. The squad from Tokyo banged out 3 homers in the 4th inning in a 12-2 rout of Lufkin, Texas. That team beat the North State All-Stars from Greenville on Saturday. North State, they played on Sunday in the consolation game and finished 4th in the Little League World Series after a loss to Mexico 12-8. North State manager Brian Field.
We so wanted to play in that championship game, and I do. I think it was draining physically, emotionally, mentally, and I think that carried over today. But we're down 14-2, and these guys kept scrapping, put up a 6 spot. So, they came out and they scrapped, and unfortunately, we didn't score enough runs.
Despite losing the 2 games, North State Little League left its legacy in Williamsport. The team was the first U.S. team to throw 2 consecutive no-hitters in the tournament's history. The city of Greenville plans to celebrate the boys of North State Wednesday with a ceremony at Elm Street Park. This is NCN Sports.
The Big Tailgate Tour, driven by Continental Tire, is ready to kick off another season.
We'll be kicking off the season when the Wolfpack takes on the South Carolina Gamecocks. Come visit us at the Doghouse at the corner of Mint and Moorhead. You can try the Continental Tire football toss for your chance to win a new set of Continental tires.
Pick up free koozies, t-shirts, and gift cards from Continental Tire, Smithfield's Chicken and Barbecue, and Sport Clips. Continental Tire reminds you to drive with care on your Continental tires as you head out this weekend. And remember, it's not a tailgate without Smithfield's Chicken and Barbecue.
This is the best time of year to come to Smithfield's Chicken and Barbecue for one of our fresh combo platters, made perfect with sips of Smithfield's famous sweet tea. I get it, Juicy Bird fried chicken is one delicious part of the combo, but don't forget the fresh, slow-cooked barbecue. And pulled pork barbecue. With our combo platters, you can love both.
Break away from the everyday to Smithfield's Chicken and Barbecue.
Jeremy Clemens battled Matt Tiff down the stretch at Road America before pulling away to finish after 2 leaders spun out near the end of the second-to-last lap for his first career Xfinity Series victory. Working with fresh tires down the stretch, Clemens chased down Taft after pitting with 9 laps to go and surrendered the lead. The Milwaukee Brewers say Arizona League third baseman Julio Mendez is hospitalized in critical but stable condition after suffering a cardiac event followed by a hit pitch. The Brewers say Mendez received treatment on the field and was taken to a hospital after getting hit in the 9th inning of a game on Saturday. The 20-year-old Mendez has been with the Brewers organization since 2014. Kansas City Chiefs running back Spencer Ware could require season-ending surgery, that after tearing one ligament in his right knee and damaging another during Friday night's preseason game in Seattle. Josh Zach, NCN Sports.
Hello, this is Dwayne Hunt with Insurance Service Associates. Are you on disability? Or maybe you're on Medicare? Or maybe both? Come see me, Dwayne Hunt, at Insurance Service Associates about a Medicare Advantage product brought to you by Humana. Please give me a call, 245-5301 at Insurance Service Associates, 127 East Trade Street, Forest City.
The movie Logan Lucky.
So I'm a security guard who thinks he's a badass and tries to act like I'm a cop.
Is the NASCAR edition.
Well, I mean, some things just come naturally.
Of Ocean's 11.
I think us 5 could pull off a pretty good heist. I really think we could. You can tell Soderbergh directed it. I mean, it had an Ocean's feel, so that was pretty cool.
Mark Caro and PRN's Garage Pass.
Do you use the expensive blue or yellow pills to charge your sex life? Are you thinking about it? What if we can promise you the same results for less than $3 a pill? If you're paying $20 a pill for the other pills, you're getting taken to the cleaners. Our pills deliver the exact same results for less than $3. You'll save more than $16 a pill for the same results. And right now, radio callers will get 44 blue or yellow pills for $120 with free discreet shipping. You can save more than $700 off pharmacy prices. Charge your sex life now and save a ton of money. Call now and get your 44 pills and save over $700 and qualify for free shipping. Stop overpaying and call right now.
800-605-1682. 800-605-1682. That's 800-605-1682.
Starring Channing Tatum, Daniel Craig, and Katie Holmes, Logan Lucky, the NASCAR version of Ocean's 11, directed by the man who did those movies, Steven Soderbergh, is now playing in theaters across the country. A number of drivers make cameo appearances: Kyle Busch, Kyle Larson, Carl Edwards, Brad Keselowski, and Joey Logano, who claimed he didn't need any acting tips.
Well, I mean, some things just come naturally. You know, I think really and I'm not a professional actor, don't get me wrong, I'm joking when I say all this, but from what I can tell, the more you kind of just let loose and relax and joke around and kind of be yourself, usually comes out the best. When you start like wondering, man, is this going to look good, or I can't believe they're making me say this, if you kind of act reserved, it comes out kind of goofy, like this, like you're not committed. It's kind of like driving in a corner, you got to commit. It's the same thing. You got to, if it's something that you would normally say, but you just got to go with it and do it.
Ryan Blaney was also in the movie and gave it 2 thumbs up.
That was really good. Yeah, it was funny. I laughed pretty hard at some points, and I thought it was pretty good the way they all wrapped it up. You could tell Soderbergh directed it. I mean, it had an Ocean's feel, so that was pretty cool.
All right, so if he had to pick out a crew to pull off a big heist, who would Blaney pick?
Ooh, how many do I get? Do I get 11? Yeah. Ocean's 11? That's way too many. We're not that smart. I'd probably get Brad. Brad's smart. Myself, I guess. I don't know what I would do, but I think Kyle Busch would be really smart about it. Jimmy Johnson, Edwards, even though he's not a part of it anymore, I think he'd be really smart, and he's got the whole bunker thing going on. I think us 5 could pull off a pretty good heist. I really think we could.
There's no one in the world quite like you. That's why your search for a car is more than just, well, the search for a car. It's about finding the perfect car for you. The right car to carry you on the journey to your dreams. At Auto Trader, you can compare new and used cars and save your searches along the way. Auto Trader will send you cars that match what you're looking for, and they'll even let you know when the price drops on a car you've saved. Auto Trader, the only car search engine driven by you.
Before the premiere of Logan Lucky in Charlotte, Brad Keselowski said he completely understood his role in the movie.
So I'm a security guard who thinks he's a badass and tries to act like I'm a cop. So I've been around a lot of security guards that think they're cops, so it seemed pretty easy for me. I should have worn my security guard outfit with like the badge and the walkie-talkie. Radio turned on full blast.
Mark Garrow and PRN's Garage Pass, brought to you by Autotrader.com.
Well, this happens often around the racetrack, but we hope it never happens to you. If it does, turn your problems over to the Collision Center at McCurry Deck, the preferred repair center. The Collision Center is the only body shop with a controlled downdraft booth. It's an approved insurance repair center. They repair all makes and all models. You have the right to go to the repair shop of your choice. Make it a good one. Make it the Collision Center at McCurry Deck, located behind McCurry Deck Motors, Highway 74A, Forest City.
Mostly partly to mostly cloudy skies around the area to start the week and stay cooler than yesterday. We do have a small chance of some rain late in the day, mainly toward the Piedmont counties. Highs will reach about 73 to 78. Tonight will be mostly cloudy to cloudy and breezy. Some patches of rain or rain showers possible with lows in the mid to upper 60s. Then we'll see some morning sprinkles or showers in spots Tuesday. Otherwise, mostly cloudy to partly sunny and breezy with highs 70 to 76. I'm Mike Moss in the Weather Center.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood for sure. Beautiful day in the neighborhood. Can you say neighborhood, boys and girls? It's 65 right now, warming up to 79. Gusting wind to 17 miles per hour today and 16 miles per hour tonight. Now, tomorrow we have a possibility of scattered showers, about 30% chance tomorrow and Wednesday, and Thursday 30%, 20% on Friday. Friday night 30% chance with lows around 66. Again, Friday night is perfect for high school football Friday night. We'll keep our eye on that weather for you. We sure want to see how that tropical storm That's brewing up on the coast of South Carolina, North Carolina. See if that's going to affect us any. We'll keep watching that for you. Be sure to stay tuned. You won't miss a thing. Congratulations to Libby Dunaway. She's a nurse at Oak Grove Healthcare Center. She won the Daylight Donuts this morning from the random drawing birthdays, and we're being kind to Donald and Kim Murray of Sunshine. It's their 23rd wedding anniversary. Well, let's see what else is going on. There's a woman that has been arrested in Spartanburg County after a chase ends in crash. A woman's been arrested after a chase that ended in a crash in Boiling Springs. It happened about 12:30 p.m. on Saturday. According to the sheriff's office, the car was reported stolen around 11:45 a.m. Luckily, the car had GPS, and this helped deputies find it faster. Deputies say they went to the dealership where the victim bought the car and were able to get the car's coordinates as it was moving. They first spotted the stolen car at Springfield Road and Highway 176. When they tried to get the driver to stop, she refused. Then a chase began. According to the sheriff's office, the woman drove recklessly at high rates of speed, and passed several cars on double yellow lines. Deputies tried putting out stop sticks at Highway number 9 and Rainbow Lake Road, but the driver was able to avoid them somehow. The sheriff's office says that at one point in the chase, the woman drove onto a sidewalk and a pedestrian had to jump out of the way to avoid being hit. The deputy was partially blocking the intersection at Highway 9 and Old Furnace Road to stop traffic during the pursuit, but the woman crashed into the deputy's car when she drove onto the sidewalk again. The crash ended the chase, and the woman was taken into custody without incident. 19-year-old Shelby Lynn Neely is now facing charges of attempted murder, assault of a high and aggravated nature, failure to stop, reckless driving, and possession of a stolen vehicle. After the chase, Neely told deputies that she didn't stop because she knew she had active warrants. According to the deputies' sheriff's office, prior to that incident, Neely had an active warrant for use of a vehicle without owner's consent and a bench warrant for shoplifting from an earlier incident this month. So they just never learn, do they? Just never learn. Meanwhile, this kid, I say kid, he's 21 years old, but he acts like a kid. In Tampa, Florida, he was accused of, this is a sad story. A 21-year-old Tampa man is accused of breaking the legs and arm of a 4-week-old girl. Antonio Enrique Cordero was charged with aggravated child abuse. The Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office said the infant was brought into the emergency room Tuesday night with a swollen foot and ankle and a fever. During an exam, doctors discovered that the girl's leg was broken, along with several other bone fractures to both legs, arms, and 2 ribs in various stages of healing. Child Protective Division placed the girl with a responsible adult. Detectives also learned Cordero knew the child and had regular contact with her. During interviews with detectives, they said Cordero admitted to the offense. Isn't that sad? 4-week-old baby breaking the legs and an arm. Drugs, I'll bet you. Drugs or alcohol, one of those two. Sensible, sane people don't act that way. All right, let's see what else is going on. There's still a lot of talk about Silent Sam there in Chapel Hill. All the attention pretty much now is on Texas, what's happening out there. We'll have another update from that from our North Carolina and our national newscast coming up in just a few moments. But I don't know if you have family and friends out there or not, but it's certainly traumatic for them. Hardest hit they've ever been hit, I think. So it would be a smart, wise thing to do for everybody to sort of remember them in prayer, say a little prayer for them. If you have a prayer group, maybe get together with them and pray for the situation out there. Here's encouraging news for those folks who drink coffee. Drinking 4 cups of coffee a day could slash the chances of early death, according to one major study. Research on 20,000 middle-aged men and women found that those who drank it regularly had mortality rates almost 2/3 longer, or 2/3 lower. The new study suggests that it could reduce the chance of early death from all causes by as much as 2/3. Even every extra 2 cups were associated with a 22% drop in mortality, rising to 30% among older patients in the study. And those drinking 4 cups had 64% lower death risks compared with those who never or rarely consume coffee. So there you go. Now they're saying coffee's good for you. The study was observational, so could not prove that plentiful amounts of coffee were the cause of the improved mortality. But it echoes findings from U.S. research, which have suggested 3 cups a day could significantly extend life. Coffee contains a number of compounds which interact with the body, including caffeine, antioxidants, and scientists believe some of these have a productive impact. Some studies have found similar benefits among those drinking decaffeinated versions, leading scientists to conclude that the antioxidant plant compounds in coffee may provide the most benefit. The Spanish research involved 19,986 people who were tracked for an average of 10 years. And at the start of the study, all provided detailed information about their dietary habits, including coffee consumption, lifestyle, and health history. Researchers from Hospital of Navarro then examined death rates in the group, with a total of 337 participants dying during the period. Those drinking coffee regularly had lower death rates, with the strongest link found among older participants. Those drinking coffee regularly had the lowest death rates, with the strongest links found among older participants. So Dr. Adela Navarro said she believed the antioxidants in coffee, which comes in the form of a polyphenols, which cause the effect. She said, I would advise drink plenty of coffee. It could be good for your heart. I think it's a good idea to have about 4 cups a day. I think it's the polyphenols. They have the anti-inflammatory effect. The study involves those aged 25 to 60 with the minimum starting age of 37. So, it doesn't say anything about the caffeine, maybe the irritating your stomach lining. So it may be that you want to study that and get some healthy advice from your physician. And I don't know who made that study. I don't know if it's the coffee makers made that study or not. But it's good to know that they're saying now coffee can extend your life. Excuse me while I have another drink. Good coffee, good coffee. It's 8:43. I'll be back in just a moment.
Washburn and Dorsey Funeral and Cremation Service supports the mission and the good work of the volunteers of the Rutherford County Humane Society and reminds you that their donation address is Post Office Box 998, Rutherfordton, North Carolina 28139. Washburn and Dorsey Funeral and Cremation Service owner Kent Dorsey and staff thank the dedicated volunteers at the Rutherford County Humane Society for their mission in Rutherford County. In a day of out-of-state owned funeral homes in the area, Washburn and Dorsey is one of your locally owned funeral homes.
At Northland, we're working hard to deliver fast, dependable internet service to our communities and bringing download speeds of up to 100 megabits per second to our neighborhoods. We've invested over $27 million the last 3 years and plan to invest almost $40 million more over the next 3. This investment is backed by our dedicated local team. 24/7 support and reliability you can depend on. Experience more with Northland. Not available in all areas. Commercial services may differ. See getnorthland.com for full details.
Friends don't let friends tune to any other radio station. Good friends recommend AM 59. Shouldn't you be a good friend?
Absolutely. Well, let's see. There is a story that I had. I wanted to. Man pleads guilty in the death of a baby over here in Polk County. Polk County man has pleaded guilty to voluntary manslaughter in connection with the death of a 5-month-old baby. 34-year-old Jeremiah Lee Jackson was sentenced to 113 months in prison. 5-month-old Caden Berryman was found unresponsive at a home on Freedom Drive by a mother and died at an area hospital on March 30th. Berryman died from a skull fracture to the back of the head, which doctors say happened due to a strike to the head on a hard, flat surface like a countertop or floor. Jackson was originally indicted on second-degree murder charges but pleaded to the manslaughter charge. The defendant stated in open court that he did not immediately call 911 because he panicked. Mr. Jackson has a history of both drug abuse and mental illness issues and was unsuited to watch those children, said District Attorney Greg Newman. The difference between the original charge and the manslaughter charge is whether we could prove that he acted with malice toward the child. I'm satisfied that we have achieved a just result. It is significant that Jackson came into court and admitted his guilt. It is a horrible tragedy. I appreciate the good people at the Polk County Department of Social Services. But that's a terrible, terrible thing. It seems like sometimes the penalty for child abuse or breaking the baby's arms and legs and beating them up like that and killing them, it just seems like the penalty is just too soft for them. To me, it seems like they're just too soft. I think we got to make believers out of some of these folks, so they won't keep coming back doing the same thing and living high on the hog in those prison cells with all that nice features like living in a library with books and gymnasium with weights and all that. I like Sheriff Arpaio's plan. Well, there was a woman in Louisiana. I've got a picture here of this. A woman in Louisiana is given a whole new meaning to holding your liquor after video shows her shoplifting multiple bottles of alcohol. In a video released by the Shreveport Police Department, the woman can be seen grabbing several bottles of alcohol while walking down the aisle. Initially, she places the bottles into her bag, but then is later emboldened to stuff a couple down her pants and more into her shirt. The woman then approaches the counter where she places a random bottle on the counter before calmly exiting the store. Police say the incident happened August 18th and they're offering a $300 reward for the information on this woman. I want to hold her picture up for those of you who are watching on internet. See if you can get a load of that picture. She shows her stuffing booze down in her pants. I don't know how she could walk out of there with that in there without falling out and breaking. But they do strange things. Well, Mike Huckabee, I like old Mike Huckabee. I really have always liked him. Former Alaskan governor and presidential candidate Mike Huckabee told Fox News Sunday Morning Futures, this has been last Sunday, not yesterday, but last Sunday, I believe, on Sunday that the GOP agenda is not being blocked by Democrats, but rather wuss Republicans who will not stand up to the pressure and who will not do what they promised to do. He's absolutely right. Republicans they're fighting against each other. Huckabee also said that Republicans now have a good reason to defund Planned Parenthood because it was stated by one of the most outrageous racists of all times, Margaret Sanger. So if we're wanting to cut down all the monuments because of race, then let's defund Planned Parenthood because Margaret Sanger was a racist. Her purpose in starting abortion was to clear the population with African Americans. That's what she wanted to do. She wanted to kill off black babies, make our society more white. Huckabee was asked by host Maria Bartiromo about whether the Democrats are messing up the agenda by planning to add amendments to each appropriations bill to include money to take down Confederate statues. If they don't get these things, it's not because of the Democrats, it's because of a bunch of wuss Republicans who will not stand up to the pressure and who will not do what they promised to do, Huckabee said. The reason we don't have a repeal and replace is because the Republicans blew it. And with all due respect to Mitch McConnell, when he says, well, the president had excessive expectations, no, he didn't. He just expected that you had a majority in the House and the Senate and the White House, and has been promised for 7.5 years by the Republicans, give us all these things and we'll get this done, and then they can't get it done. Look, the reason we don't have tax reform is because of the Republicans. The The reason we haven't defunded Planned Parenthood is because of the Republicans. And here's one that now Republicans have a good reason to do. They can say we've got to defund Planned Parenthood because it was started by one of the most outrageous racists of all times, Margaret Sanger, who was an avowed racist and who believed in eugenics and said the most horrible things about African American people. That's a good reason to do it. Why don't they do it? He asked. How can we ask? Well, because they're wuss and they don't have the backbone to do it. And Mike Huckabee could say that because he's out there right on the front line. So I like it. He says it like it is. A common sense approach to it. We're also ambling around this morning on a Monday morning, but we'll get back together tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, I'm interviewing Dick Morris. Many of you know that name, Dick Morris. He was a political consultant for Bill Clinton for years, and then more recently he switched over and became a real proponent for Donald Trump. And he's written, I believe, about 12 books. I may be wrong about that, but about all of them have been New York Times bestseller books. He's gotten another one out just recently about the intelligence agency, about how they're undermining the president. But we'll talk with him tomorrow morning. Dick Morris will be my guest tomorrow morning during the 8 o'clock hour. We hope you'll join me for that. And we'll talk with him about what he sees from his vantage point in terms of all the intelligence community, why they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing, why they're out to get Donald Trump. We'll talk to him. He has a handle over that. He and his wife have written a new book about, he calls it Spooks, and we'll find out tomorrow morning. Pass the word that Dick Morris is going to be on the morning wake-up call with Jim Bishop tomorrow morning during the 8 o'clock hour. Okay? And we hope you'll tune in and enjoy that. Meanwhile, I'm going to skedaddle and make room for good loaded music coming in your way this morning. Meanwhile, have a great day, folks.
Oh, when the sun goes down, there's the tar up on the roof, and your shoes get so hot, you wish your tired feet were fireproof. Under the boardwalk, down by the sea, yeah, on a blanket with my
WCAB News. I'm Mike Rayleigh. The remnants of Hurricane Harvey continue to drop torrents of rain in Texas. At a FEMA news conference this morning, the head of the Coast Guard, Paul Zunkov, says coordinated rescue efforts are saving families.
The good news is thousands of lives are being saved. And that is our objective right now, and we are not out of this by a long shot.